just levitate.
Okay guys, so small update on the Blitzway Carbotix Mazinkaiser, of course. As you guys can see here, the release date is still scheduled for March, at least on Hobby Link Japan. And if we go to Hobby Search, as you guys can see here, March, still there. So, right off the bat, we're gonna be watching a video today, as you guys can see here. Yes, another one of those Korean reviews. Now, I don't know anything about this guy. I just know that he has a boss head, so let's check it out. Oh, no closed captioning? Really? So we can't read what he's saying. Okay, pervert Woody, whatever. Nobody cares about pervert Woody anymore. No. Oh, those get there. And I can tell you right now, that's a huge size difference. Oh man, I thought Boss was gonna be a little bit taller, but no, he's way shorter. And remember, Boss is standing at 8 inches tall, this guy's 12. Pretty impressive when you look at it. Again, I cannot read Korean, so I don't know what he's saying. But I'll try my best. And by the way, the captions are unavailable, so I can't do anything with that. So obviously the box, we have seen it. Something that I find really interesting about the box is that nobody shows if it's a window box or not. I've always been under the impression that it is, but I'm not 100% sure on that. You know, you can see it here from the side. It doesn't look like there's a slit, but there's been other pictures where you actually do see a slit there. So this guy doesn't mention it, so I'm guessing it's not. Now, is this the actual product or still that preview copy that is still floating around? I sadly cannot say that it is or it isn't, because the thing is that we have seen a lot and we don't know. I don't know if he bought it or not. Like I said, the weird thing is that this thing, like, people claim that it's already been released in Korea, but guess what? You don't see any eBay listings. You don't see any Amazon listings. And when I mean listings, I don't mean like, hey, these are the pictures of the promotional pictures of it. It's listed. No, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about real pictures, like something like this, like a person showing the context of the box or the actual box. You know, real pictures, real things that you can go, hey, yeah, I'm willing to spend $600 on that, because trust me, the money that I have for this guy hasn't been touched. Not a single penny has been touched there. So if I saw it on freaking eBay and it was like $600 and you can get it right now and it was legit, I would have already pulled the trigger on it. But no, 0 of them look legit. They're all promo images and not something that I can say, hey, that's the real deal, that's something somebody has. No. So obviously the contents of the box, and there's something here that you guys have to see, because this is very interesting. Something that the last video of a review that I cover of it, that was the Mimic, something like that, some guy, yeah. Anyways, you see how it has the gold trim all over, and basically this part matches this part on the wings. Yeah, if you remember on the Mimic, I don't know if it was the Mimic or whatever the guy's name is, I don't care, right? He mentioned that this part, this wing, was the same as this one, just flipped. Well, not on this one, buddy, not on this one. So that looks to have been a defect. Again, we don't know how he got his. maybe there was some backhanded, stuff from the factory. It could happen. I mean, we saw last night that Nintendo Switch 2 was going. Somebody's trying to sell Nintendo Switch 2 for 40,000 bucks. So, yeah. You can see the little part seals for the wings that you attach them. It does come with the screwdriver, by the way. That's for the articulated hands. But I'm pretty sure all the parts you said, that's good. And man, the swords still look awesome. They look sharp and they look pointy the way it should be. So, let's keep going. Yeah, dude, I already mentioned the screwdriver. Now, this is the first time that I think this one is actually brand new. Because if you guys remember, all the other ones, the baggies, when they showed it, the only thing that had a baggie was Mazinkaiser. Not General of Darkness, not the horns, not the powder. So, that leads me to believe that this one is brand new, probably from a brand new batch, and that's why it doesn't have the problem with the wings, which is great. So, something from Blitzway there. Again, that's not how you show a manual. Honestly, I hate this. I hate when people do this. They're like, oh, I'm gonna show you a manual. Flip, 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 flip. There goes. But that's not how you do it, man. Put the freaking manual on the freaking table or whatever you're using and just flip it once, give it a few seconds, flip it twice, give it a few seconds, flip again. Let us see the actual manual, right? I always show the manuals because I know that there's people out there that are like, hey, I got mine secondhand and I don't have the manual and all that stuff. Just common courtesy, man. Blitzway ain't gonna sue you for that. So, as you guys can see here, obviously, this is sharp edges, all the sharp edges that it has, all over the thing. I don't want to get my hand cut on any of these, but hey, it's gonna happen at some point, I guess. But here you can see how the heat sinks, you move them around, and how you're not supposed to push them too much, because if you do, they might break from the looks of it. Which, honestly, why didn't just Blitzway add it to, it can only go this far and that's it, you know? Instead of just, hey, you have to do it manually. It's interesting how they did that. And of course, this is very important, so he doesn't get scratched up or damaged. Always, if you're gonna pose it, the legs have to be extended, because this little gap here, if you don't, it's gonna hit the top part. It's gonna hit this part, and again, this has to be opened up, and this part here has to be lowered, because if not, it's gonna hit the ab section, and if it does, it's probably gonna scratch it. Remember, this thing is die cast on the inside, but I guarantee you there's still some die cast on the outside as well. I wouldn't be surprised if the legs here, the shoulder pads, and the arms have die cast in it on the outside, at least a type of die cast. But he is a big beefy boy, and it's impressive how big it is. Oh, he did a shake test. At least he did a shake test, and from the looks of it, it looks like it was pretty solid. Now, it does go with some of the instructions here, but very minimal. We already have seen this 1,000 times. We have already seen the contents of the box 1,000 times. Let's see if he does show anything else. Nope. And I gotta say, at least here with this lighting, I don't know, maybe the angle of the head, the eyes don't look that well. You can't really see them because they're not turned on. But again, that's that's a minor gripe because that's gonna depend on the angle you're looking at it, the lighting that you have. There's a bunch of you know, variables to that, including, like I have said before, the lighting. If you have good lighting like he does, you're gonna be able to see a lot of the detailing. All those little gray areas that you see here, the little gold areas, the shapes. If you don't, everything's just gonna look like a black blob. That's just how it goes. And one thing that I really like is how shiny this part is. This part, in all the other videos and images, we have seen it being really darn dark, but here it looks really shiny, and I like that. Again, the C symbol looks great. The gold looks nice and shiny. The legs as well, man. I love how they added a little bit of gold on the legs just to break it up a little bit. The feet look really darn nice. The feet actually reminds me of the feet of Shingetter, obviously. So it's pretty similar to that, but still, it's beautiful, man. This is a beauty. You see it from the back, and everything pretty much looks perfect. And I like how this gold here is a little bit lighter, but again, that could be because of a shadow, that could be because of the lighting. But again, man, the beauty in the details that he has is just really darn impressive. It's really something when you look at it. Back at the legs. Now, I have supposedly these parts don't move here, which I'm okay with it. I mean, it would have been a nice detail, they would have added that, but it doesn't really bother me because it's something like I have. Who does that? Oh yeah, my master grade Gundam Alex does that. It has two moving parts on the back of the legs. Do I care about them? No. Do I find it nice that they added that? Yeah, I do, but it's not really a deal breaker or anything. But it does give you the impression that they should move, at least this one, because you can see, you know, the gaping holes here, which are also present here. Yeah. Now, remember, this is in Korean, so I don't know what he's saying, but sorry for that pause there. I just haven't gotten over this stupid cough. Can't wait for it to go away. But what he's showing here is pretty much where the diecast is. Now, this is something that I did with my Shingetter from 3.0. If you guys haven't seen that review, yes, you go and check it out. Because how do you know that something is diecast, is metal? Pretty easy. If you were in an AC room, a room that is cold enough, just touch it. Touch it. And if it feels cold, it is diecast. That's just how it goes. So I'm guessing that's what he's referring to here. You know, that he touches it and it feels cold or it doesn't feel cold. That's a good way to do it. Again, man, look at they didn't have to go this far with the detailing on it, but they did. Yeah, look, just look at this. Look at the finish here. Look at everything here. Like, darn. That looks so darn good. That's something that they didn't have to go the extra mile, but they did. And you can see that the blue is still there. The little blue for the knees, still there. again, the the shiny finish is such a blessing and a curse at the same time, because if you have a like, this happens with not chain gather. This happens with my Gundams. I have my Gundams set up in a way where they're all kind of looking to a side. So when the sun comes through the window, sometimes it hits the eyes of the Gundams. So if you know about the Gundams, you know how they use the foil stickers, right? Well, that bounces off. It looks awesome because the eyes look really shiny and they really stand out. You know, it looks like they're on. But sometimes it could be a little bit too shiny. If you're looking at them directly, you see only the green and you're like, ah, hurt my eyes. Now, I can understand a gripe here with some people. Oh, why don't you cover the hole? Well, that's for the Kaiser powder, the Scrander, I mean. But I don't mind. I mean, the Bandai ones gave you the high grades, have ways for you to cover those holes, and I honestly don't use them. I just don't. And I know the ones they have is to cover this area here, but you can see a little screw here. That's obviously for the battery. Good. No battery there. I don't know why he's moving it left, right so much. Just because we can clearly see that, you know, you don't really have to move it that much. I guess that's a TikTok thing. I've seen that a lot in TikTok and on Snapchat, where people just take an item and they go, nudge it left, nudge it to the right. What does that do? Are you trying to imply that the object is enjoying the movement? As far as I know, cars don't have feelings, right? I don't know what happens if you're in the highway, in the middle of the highway, and a car gets angry. Yeah, so Boss did it like this. Just open it up. Okay. Those are the 3 button batteries. On Amazon, you can get them. They're cheap. No problem. Like 2 years ago. Yeah, 2 years ago. I bought a battery pack from Amazon. For this guy, obviously. Because that's how long we have been waiting, the LR41s. And I actually got 32 of them. So, I'm covered. And none of them have run out, by the way. Oh, this is something that I didn't know. So there's a button there. There's a button, or that's just for the Scrander when you attack. Oh! That is something that the Mimic didn't show us. That's something that he didn't show. He didn't show us that there was a freaking button on the back that you press it there. Guys, look at this. I know the heatsink doesn't have LED lights, but you see how there's a little bit of light bleeding here? That's good. That's freaking good, because that means that the heatsink is gonna get a little bit of light. Obviously, not as good as if it would have LEDs inside it, and it would look much better, but still pretty good. Sorry guys, I had another coughing fit. Freaking sucks. But still, this is pretty awesome. Look at the eyes, man. That looks beautiful. That looks beautiful. That looks so darn good. Check that out. I love that. I love the way the eyes look when you have the lights on. Okay. That's an interesting way to use the photon beams. Yeah, that is a very interesting way to actually do them. I wouldn't have thought of that, but yeah. That's a good idea to actually, you know, like, get This thing just looks so soft. Oh, they move! Oh, wait. But I thought the mimic said that they don't move. Didn't he say that? Oh, they don't move? Alright, now I can't move the freaking thing. The mimic said in his review, and by the way, I have it on video. He said that the back plates, these guys don't move. They're moving. They're freaking moving. Even if it's just down, there is still movement there. See? There's still movement there. Why did he say that there wasn't any movement? Again, like I said before, I think he just made a rush review, honestly. I've heard good things about the guy. I'm not ripping on him, but dude, you kind of messed up there. You should have said, yeah, there is movement. And by the way, I have messed up a few things there. And I normally do clarify it in the comment section. You know, it happens. The wrist movement. I love this. I really like that the wrists actually move. Oh, is this a wire? Oh yeah, it is a wire. Oh, okay. So that's the wire that goes to the battery pack. Okay, so we have to be careful here then. I wish they would have done it a better way. I wish they would have taken the wire and put it inside here just to protect it a little bit. It's a little bit exposed there, but unless you're throwing this thing or putting stuff in there, then you shouldn't have any problems. By the way, the back of the heatsink is metal. Check it out here. It's actually metallic. That's cool. Man, those big legs. Okay, so it's pointing something, but I can't understand you, dude. So, okay. Side to side. This is looking pretty darn awesome. And give me a second because I'm gonna have another coffee. Okay. Again, he shakes it and nothing. And one thing that I wanted to see for a long time, that hole. What is that hole used for? Could be for an articulated stand that he doesn't come with. Or something else. So that is very interesting, you know. But if it were for a stand, that's where you would attach it to, because that's how their chain gather does it. But that's solid, man. And here you can see the height of it. So it looks like 30, which is here, is over here. And it's a little bit taller because, of course, the powder. Look at Woody there. Oh, look at little Woody. Darn. I dodged a bullet with this. Because if you guys remember, I won Massing Emperor G from the real bot. And I actually had a pre-order and decided to cancel it because of this. Look at the height difference. That's crazy height difference. That is a crazy height difference, honestly. And this is the CCS Toys Mazinkaiser SKL. Now, let me address something because I have heard this a bunch of times, and people are like, okay, dude, look. SKL and this Mazinkaiser are both different designs. In the actual anime, this is what he looks like. You know, he doesn't have a lot of detailing. People are like, oh, but they didn't put that much detailing on it and all that stuff. Look, dude, it was never gonna be a more exaggerated version like this one is. I know some people are, you know, wanted to be like this or wanted to be like the Infinitism, but it was never gonna be that because that's not what they said. You know, it is what it's supposed to be. A anime, not 100% accurate version of the anime version, but you know, with that look, with that feel. So this is what he looks like compared to this one, of course, you know. And people, you know, people are like, oh, I wish it went like the Infinitism. Yeah, I love the Infinitism. The Infinitism is actually my first Mazinkaiser. You know, I got the high grade, and I love it. But Blitzway never promised that. You know, they always promised this, and that's what we have to judge it with. You know, if this is not your style, wait for CCS Toys to make one. Wait for other companies to make the one you want. And you're not right or wrong. You know, everybody has their own taste, and in Mazinkaiser there's quite a few different designs, so you just pick and choose the one you want. Here are the hands. These are close-fisted. Those are grips, and these are the articulated hands. Now, let's see if he does this, because I've seen people do this. Well, the people that actually showed these hands, and I find it really weird. And I'll talk to you about it pretty soon. Let's see. Okay, so he opens the thumb. It's just like a real thumb. I'm actually moving my thumb right now. Yeah, it does move. And the fingers actually move the way they should move. Now, the reason I say this, and I know what you're thinking, sir, why are you saying that? What do you mean the fingers? Well, what's your problem with the fingers? Well, I've seen people complain that the fingers don't move, don't rotate. Okay, so I want you to do this. Put your hand up. And with the other hand, try to rotate your finger. Now, don't do it hard, don't do anything like that, because if you try to rotate your finger, you're gonna dislocate it or you're gonna break it. So, why would the finger do that? You know, I know the Gundam ones can actually do it because they're on a ball joint and you can move them around, but for this, you know, but it doesn't make sense that your fingers were supposed to move like that. I don't know what type of hand that person has, but man, you should really go to a doctor, because that's not normal. That's not normal. That's not how fingers work. But from what I'm seeing here, again, they work like they should. Now those are the effect parts, and again, the freaking TikTok figure moving up, down, left, right. No, dude, just put them somewhere on a stand, which you clearly have, like you did with the hands. Put them there and have them rotate so people can see them. Left, right, left, right. Not in the army. And that looks great, even on the inside. That's how you attach it. I don't know why you will remove the fist. Oh, you are attaching the Turbo Smasher, but still, that's the same one you're gonna be using for it. That looks beautiful. That looks beautiful. That looks beautiful, but please have it spinning around. That looks beautiful, man. Just the effect part, how good that looks. Obviously, I would have done a better post than this, but it's still funny, I guess. Okay. Again, see how the plates move here? See? We have movement. We have movement. Again, the blue. I love that blue. Because if you guys remember, well, the original Mazinkaiser color is actually blue. It's not black. But that's for Super Robot Wars. So who knows, maybe Blitzway will take this one and put the blue on it. That'll be pretty cool. Great General of Darkness. Oh yeah. It looks like, honestly, it kind of looks when it's snapping together. Kind of looks like it's magnetic. Could be wrong about that. Man, even the guts on the inside. That's crazy. Look at that. That looks so good. So much detail that you're not gonna be seeing from the back. There's so much detail on this thing. That is beautiful. Look at that. I like how all this is die cast. Except for this part here, but that's clearly for a stand. I don't know why he put no kid there, but oh well. But man, eyes still look great. I think he overexposed this shot a little bit more, too much. Looks a little bit too dark. Still looking pretty awesome. Geyser blades. Oh yeah, look at that. Now we have known this, that you can move them around. That's just how the articulation works. You get to see them pop off, popped on. And see, normally this in the anime and other figures is just attached. You know, you can't move around. But with this guy makes sense. That you can move them around so you can have more coverage. Here it looks like he can't reach it, but I don't know, maybe he's not pushing it that far, because I can clearly see here that the arm here looks like it can go further. You know, the butterfly joint can do a little bit more, so maybe that's what's going on. I'm not 100% sure on that. Got those big blades, man. Those are beautiful. Yeah, you just slipped them in. Good. Seeing that, why didn't they include the other symbols, right? The devil and the god symbols. They could have easily done it, right? Man, that looks great. Yeah, dude, stop moving them around. Stop moving them around, darn it. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. That's a big boy. That final Kaiser blade is really something. So you attach them? Now, I don't know why some people say, oh, it's gonna damage them. I don't think so, honestly. I don't think Blitzway would make it in a way that would damage them. Honestly. If you're worried about that, those holes are big enough for you to take a little bit of sticky tack, put them on the tip. Now, use a good sticky tack and not one that is gonna be running. And just put it on the tip, slide it in so it gets a little bit more protective, or maybe a little bit of foam, honestly. Up to you. And that's where the foot fits. The giant missile, of course. There's the smoke. Very easy. Very easy to put in there. That looks great. And the Kaiser. Scrander. Again, looking good. Now, if you guys remember, you can see a little bit of the gold here, but now you can't see it here. But earlier, I showed you guys that you could. So, what's going on here? See? You can't see it here, which is weird because on the other, earlier in the video, we actually saw it. So, I don't know what's going on with that. So, I wonder what happened there. A little bit odd, ain't it? But still, man, look at this freaking intakes. That's still beautiful, man. Articulation of this thing. Look at that. That's it didn't have to do that, but it does, and it's just great. It gives you so much. And the thing is that it looks like it feels really freaking solid. I mean, this by itself, like they can sell the Scrander by itself for $100 or more easy. Man, that's beautiful. That's one of the reasons why I picked this guy, because the Skyx Studio one, yes, it's the Infinitus one, but I don't like the Scrander. But I like the Scrander on this guy. Oh man, even that. And that's the little attachment point there. Let's see it. Oh yeah, it does have the articulation. That looks great. That looks so good. With it attached. And again, I don't know why you see the separation here and not here when we saw them earlier in the video. I don't know, maybe the one he used at the start of the video was another one, you know, and this is another one, because we clearly saw the gold on both the lines, on both sides. So what happened there? I don't know what you're saying. That it's hard to get off. Well, yeah, it should be. Should be. Should be. This is a big boy. This is a big boy. That's nice with the Scrander looking like that. Oh, you know what they should have done? They should have made it so he could hold it like a shield. That would be pretty awesome. Yeah, now he put this on Boss. And Boss has completed his transformation. The boss brought the sea. The horns. Yeah. I like that you can move the horns around, because there's a certain attack that he does with that. Oh, you can see the cockpit. Doesn't look like there's anything inside there. Yeah, it looks empty, which is a little bit sad. I wish that we could put Kabuto Koji in there. Even if it was just a plastic gray little figure that didn't look that much like him. Kind of like how Zoids does it. But still, that's actually pretty good. Yeah, Koji, we know where you're having a crisis there. Up and down. Yeah, I like how the next moves with it. See, the butterfly joints. See? Oh, okay, so it looks like they don't have much movement when it comes to the inside. A little bit weird. Yeah, it's gonna be able to rotate fully. Why wouldn't it? Yeah, here you can see this is supposedly what the Mimic said that about this not actually being articulated. It's just made to look like this. So that's still a good amount of articulation you gain there. Okay, so you're worried. I'm guessing what he's saying that he's worried about these parts hitting this part here. I mean, if you push it really far, maybe. Doesn't look like they're still gonna dig in. You can push it a little bit more further forward, I think. Wouldn't be surprised. Now you can spin the whole way around. Okay, so that's good. So far from what I've seen, the articulation is really darn good. Now, obviously, is it as impressive as some other ones? Maybe not, but still, it is pretty impressive how big it is. Oh, that's not good. What the hell happened there? Was that a defect, or did it fall, or did it hit something? Oh, that's a big no-no, man. What happened there? Oh, that movement? I guess that's why they say extend them. That's a really easy fix, honestly. Not the actual, fixing the metal, but I mean, for it not to happen, just have them extended all the time. Look at that. That's beautiful. So, up, down, side to side. It's great. Guess that pretty much does it. So yeah, that was a very interesting video. We got to see quite a lot more detailing of it. Again, it was in Korean, so I don't understand what he was saying, but it's nice seeing that part of the file was an imperfection, or it scratched up. I mean, to me, honestly, it looks like maybe it fell and that happened to it, because I don't think you're gonna get that type of damage by just rotating to the side, unless you do it like a freaking gorilla, like Manila Gorilla. If you do it like that, then okay, but I don't know how that goes. And again, I find it weird that we saw the little gold parts on both sides on the Scrander when he had in the box, and then after that we didn't see them. Could that have been, I don't know, a video glitch that happened in the port or something? I don't know. But maybe, who knows, maybe he has two. I wouldn't be surprised if he has two. Still, so that's pretty lucky. You have two of these things, you have almost $1,000, and but still, my opinion is still awesome. It was great to see it like that. In terms of the review, there's gripes, of course, that I had, but most of it is pretty minor. I don't like the whole TikTok thing of picking an item and going left, right, up, down. Oh, bye. I don't get that, honestly. That doesn't add anything to the video. That's just cheap, but man, happy to be seeing that. And again, I'm sorry if you guys got bored. My voice is still not back up 100%. This coughing is really annoying, and yeah, it just sucks, and I can't wait for it to go away. But I also cannot wait to get mine. March, let's see what happens. Let's see if this actually holds through. If not, then it's gonna be on April, and you guys can see here April 2023, so that will make it its working anniversary pretty much, and that will be crazy. The only thing that I honestly wish you had more was the butterfly joints. I wish they move a lot better than what they do, but the rest of the figure is great. I mean, that thing looks solid. I mean, he shaked it. You know, he shaked it a couple times and nothing fell off. Now, the thing that this review did that the other one did as well, which is my big complaint, is that they don't really show you the articulated hands. They just show them, move them around, but they don't mention, you know, I guess this guy said that maybe they weren't that strong, just like the Mimic said, but come on, show it off for real. Let's see it for real. No, I don't want your word. I don't want your word. I want to see it for real. Take the hand, put the Kaiser blade on it, grab it, and shake it. Give it a good shake, and let's see what happens. Let's see that. Let's see that. I'll be doing that. I'll be doing that. I want to see that. I want to see that. Because there's a lot of cool things that you can do with fully articulated hands. And none of these guys have done it. Where's the middle finger at? Huh? So, like for a middle finger? Oh yeah, to double them or cross them? Oh, we're gonna do that as well. So, yeah, but it is interesting, you know, seeing stuff of what other people are doing and going like, okay, I'm not gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, maybe I'll take a few things here and there, you know, mix and match and all that. But yeah, I do plan to cover pretty much everything on my review of it when I get it. When right now, March, we'll see if we get on March. If not, then back on waiting. But yeah, so hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please like, comment, subscribe for more, and I'll see you guys next time.